So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the launching of the activity promotion of agricultural value chain interaction platform, which is a collaboration between the NEMA project, WAF, that's the West Africa Rural Foundation, based in Senegal, and the Global Youth Interaction Platform. The director, executive director, Dr. Kebe of WAF, Madam Ngone Job, also of WAP, Madam Fatou Jan, also from WAP, the board member, Mr. Musa Mbenga, who was also the former Minister of Agriculture, and I can tell you here, my personal mentor. You are also welcome, Mr. Mbenga. The director, FASDEP, Mr. Kewa Jaju, Program Officer, United Purpose, formerly Concern Universal, Mr. Ismaila Jaju, the Project Director, Biofortification Project under United Purpose, NEMA PSU members, invited guests, members of the press, you are all welcome. It is really an honor for me to today introduce this new project that we are launching in collaboration with WAP and GENE. The project is promotion of agricultural value chains interaction platforms. As you all know, NEMA is a value chain project which is aimed at reducing the poverty of rural women and youth and increasing their incomes through improved productivity based on sustainable land and water management practices. And as such, it has anchored on the delivery of certain key outcomes, among which is improved productivity of scarce agricultural lands. You know that we are doing a lot of land development, and partly the main reason for that huge investment is to ensure that the capacity of the land to produce crops is improved significantly, and thereby also increasing productivity. It is also through having the participation of value chain actors in both local and national markets in a profitable way. Value chain, we know, is a very important aspect of any production activity, and as such, we must have interaction. We must participate in order to ensure that it is implemented on a sustainable basis. Producer organizations should also have access to financial and non-financial services, which also can be achieved through the same interaction. NEMA is also targeting women and youth, and therefore it is no coincidence that GENE is one of our key collaborating partners in this interaction platform. And it is against this background that NEMA is committed to supporting sustainable value chain developments for all its beneficiaries, particularly for women and youth. The interaction platforms represent an innovative approach to linking beneficiaries to markets and ensuring that they benefit their participation along the value chain. This is important because we know through interactions, a lot of knowledge can be shared, a lot of information can be acquired, and through that, beneficiaries can benefit both financially and even in terms of job creation. And because of that, and in recognition of the fact that WAF, that is the West Africa Rural Foundation, has contributed to creating innovation platforms through development with its partners like CORAF and other regional organizations, we at NEMA also wish to enter into such an MOU to be able to develop this type of platform in the Gambia as well. We really cherish our partnership with WAF, which has started since the inception of NEMA. WAF was present at the launching, providing valuable support in terms of capacity building, in terms of financial management, M&E, and so forth. WAP has always also been assigned to carry out the development of the baseline survey for NEMA. And therefore, it is no coincidence that we are still continuing to work with WAF in the direction of ensuring that the NEMA project is successfully implemented. We are also collaborating with GENE. This is a partnership which we also cherish. We know that GENE is one of the youth organizations in this country that is very proactive in mobilizing youths and representing the socio-economic interests of the youth population. And we believe that through this partnership, we can have opportunities to create jobs for the youth and therefore, thereby minimizing the so-called backway syndrome that is affecting the youth of this country. We also are confident that in partnering with WAF and GENE, the agriculture value chain interaction platform experience will greatly benefit the NEMA beneficiaries as well as other actors on the agriculture and rural development sectors. We are confident that among all the projects within the Ministry of Agriculture, including FASDEP, that are all value chain projects, the establishment and development of this platform will not only serve the NEMA project, but will serve all the projects within the agricultural sector. And this is why we welcome the participation of my good friend, Mr. Keba Jaju, who is the director of FASDEP project. Mr. Jaju, you are welcome. I want to also emphasize that we are committed to support the initiatives that will contribute to the achievement of key NEMA outcomes. And in that regard, we are looking forward to a very successful implementation and continuation of our partnership with WAF.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gassama. The director of NEMA, I am greatly honored to be amongst you this morning to deliver a short statement on behalf of the Governing Council of the West Africa Rural Foundation, WAF, and on my own behalf. The West Africa Rural Foundation is an African organization that is committed to working for rural populations to find and to follow a path to sustainable development. During its more than 2 decades of existence, WAF has been a key actor and a leader in diverse rural and agricultural development initiatives in West and Central Africa. WAF has recently adopted the 5th strategic plan, a 4-year plan that converges with NEMA in various areas. The WAF plan targets rural women and youth for the next 4 years, and it will also promote sustainable value chains as one of its strategic orientations. I am extremely pleased that through this agricultural value chain interactive platform initiative, that these issues are being addressed in partnership with NEMA, a major development project that focuses on women and youth, as well as the promotion of agricultural commercialization. This initiative will no doubt be strengthened by the partnership with the Global Youth Innovation Network Gambia, a youth-based organization committed to the development of the young people of this country. By linking rural women and youth to agricultural markets, the AVIP will contribute to the achievement of NEMA's goals, as well as the delivery of the project key outcomes. The result will no doubt contribute to the attainment of government's rural and agricultural development objectives. And before I conclude, I wanted to just go back to why I feel exceptionally pleased or honored to be amongst you. It has to do with my relationship with the NEMA project, which dates way back, which a lot of you, most of you wouldn't know. The NEMA is a successor project of two previous projects, the PWAM and the LADEP. And the LADEP project was formulated and it was negotiated, and I was honored to be personally the one that signed the LADEP project with IFAD on behalf of the Gambia government. And when we formulated the project, at that time, we didn't want to just do a project, 5-year, 6-year project. We had just developed a new COSIP with IFAD, and we said we are going to change and do a program. So we conceived a 20-year program. But at that time, we didn't have all the money to finance the whole 20 years. So the money that was in the COSIP for Gambia was utilized to finance a 6-year project, which was LADEP. So that's how LADEP gave birth to PWAM, and PWAM has given birth to NEMA. So I feel very proud that to be here with you, working still on the same ideas that we had almost 15 years ago. So on that note, I would conclude by commending NEMA, WAF, and Jean.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gassama, the director of NEMA project. I thank you all for being here and respectfully recognize your presence. I think I will start, first of all, by again thanking the member of our Council of Governors, Mr. Musambenga, for the excellent overview of WAF that he has made, including its focus on rural women and youth, as well as the issue of sustainable agricultural value chain development. I will not attempt to add to what he has said. I think he has made an excellent overview, and I cannot add anything to that. So I will also express my appreciation of the leadership that Mr. Gassama has given in promoting the collaboration between NEMA and WAF. On that note, I wish to reiterate the engagement of WAF to consolidate and sustain this partnership that focuses on benefiting rural and agricultural populations in the Gambia. We are also extremely pleased to now have GEAN as a strategic partner of WAF. We believe that the youth represent the future of this country, and we are extremely pleased that we will continue to work with you as a strategic partner. We are confident that the AVIP project will be a principal vehicle for sustainable agricultural value chain development in this country. We believe at WAF that through this initiative, women and youth will participate effectively in agricultural markets, and they will benefit from their participation.
Good morning to all of you. It is a great pleasure and an honor to deliver a statement on behalf of the Global Youth Innovation Network, GEAN Gambia. First of all, I would like to thank the project director of NEMA, Mr. Momodu El Gassama. We gathered here today to officially launch a 2-year project. The project which is on promoting interactive platform in the agricultural value chain in the NEMA project intervention sites. The idea of the project came as a result at the first ever National Rural Youth Award, which was held in Genoa at the Rural Agricultural Farmers Training Center. It is where GEAN Gambia and the West Africa Rural Foundation discussed about a project on how to support rural youths through implementing a NEMA activity, which is the interactive platform. The project, as stated by previous speakers, is to reduce poverty of rural women and youth with the objective of increased incomes from improved productivity based on sustainable land and water management practices. GEAN, as some of you may know or may not know, is an international youth network supported by the Rome-based International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD. And IFAD is a United Nations agency. The Gambia chapter has a vision of an enabling space where young people in the country can channel their creativity, potentialities, and vibrancy in transforming their communities through self-sustaining socio-economic and cultural cultural opportunities to provide the next generation with a decent life. GEAN Gambia, since its formation in 2012, focuses on rural development and thus capitalize on the global and national entrepreneurial spirit of young women and men to overcome poverty and build a healthier society for the Gambian community. GEAN has fully participated in the designing of the NEMA project and is a nominated member of the project steering committee of the NEMA project. And he has also collaborated with NEMA in the implementation of the entrepreneurship component of the NEMA project, where the GEAN trained 50 young people on entrepreneurship, which was supported by the NEMA project. Ladies and gentlemen, young people are the most precious resource a rural community can have. But today, many rural communities are losing their young people because there are often so few incentives for them to stay. But with this project, we believe that there are incentives that will keep these rural youths in rural areas. Furthermore, the AVI project will provide a value chain financing to promote access to agricultural capital and resources for rural youths. Ladies and gentlemen, GEAN Gambia is currently running the following programs. That is, I Am a GEANer. I Am a GEANer is a program designed to recruit young entrepreneurs to become members of the GEAN community. And for them also to be aware of GEAN is operating in 100 countries globally. with the aim of contributing in creating employment opportunities for them. And another program is the ELITE, the Entrepreneurship, Leadership and Information Technology. It's a national youth summit that targets young people between the ages 18 to 35. And ELITE is designed with a special emphasis in the agricultural value chain, that is production, processing, and marketing of crops by young people, which is a scientific model in the fight against poverty. And we are glad that NEMA is supporting the program. The first ELITE was held in 2016, of which NEMA supported, and the recently concluded one was also supported by the NEMA project. So we said a big thank you to NEMA project for the support that you have been giving to the young people of this country. And another program that Jean is also doing is the Rural Youth Award. We started it this year, and the award was held on the 29th of April 2017. And it was also supported by the NEMA project. And the award is to recognize and celebrate the effort and success of rural youths in entrepreneurship in the area of agribusiness and information technology. And 10 young people were awarded with a cash prize of $15,000 each. And today, all of them, they have established their own businesses. Some of them has now graduated from selling on a table to open their new shops, which we believe they have now created jobs for themselves. And in few years to come, they will be employers. They will be employing young peoples. And we have also launched a program that is the Youth Mentorship Program. And why we launched the Youth Mentorship Program with the support from the NEMA project is meant to complement and reinforce both past and growing capacity building programs on entrepreneurship, leadership, and information technology. We don't want to train them and leave them like that, or to award them and to leave them like that, but to have a 6-month mentorship program for our young people that benefits from our training programs. And the mentorship program, it's going very well. As we speak right now, we have signed a contract with Managers Prescription Consultancy, and I am glad that one of their representatives is also here, Mr. Sehu Dabo. And the program, we started it in September, early September, and the program is ongoing. And at Jean, we believe that entrepreneurship is a tool for poverty alleviation and can improve employment for rural youths. And our other activity that we also have is the International Youth Day. We call it TESITO. It's a self-help initiative. And it's a platform we use to inspire young people to take farming activities, to support their organizations, and also to see agriculture, in its business perspective. And it is also a platform which enables rural youths to develop their potentials through practical experiences. And the celebrations of the International Youth Day, since we started it in 2016 up to date, has also been supported by the NEMA project and also the National Youth Council, and Jean Gambia in partnership with Bloc Kaponga Youth Development Association is doing this program. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, Jean wishes to take this opportunity to thank the NEMA project for approving this 2-year project. And I also wish to commend the West Africa Rural Foundation for the trust and the confidence that they have seen in Jean as a partner to implement this youth program. And for the Ministry of Agriculture and the CPCU, as well as other development partners that have been supporting Jean since its inception, we said a very big thank to you, as well as the National Youth Council and our affiliate organizations. Our sincere appreciation and gratitude also goes to our mentors. One of them is also in our midst, who is Mr. Bankin Jai. He has also been supporting our rural youths. And also Mr. Ensa Koli, and also the former country program manager for West and Central Africa, Mr. Moses Abukari. On that note, I would like to say a big thank to all of you for attending the launching of this 2-year project.